Hey, what's up, Papa?
What's meningitis?
Oh, meningitis, that's pretty easy. So first of all, you got to know that the brain itself is covered by like a very fibrous but thin layer called the meninges. And there's three layers to it. You have the dura mater, the arachnoid space, and the pia mater. And so what ends up happening is either bacteria, virus, or for immunocompromised patients, fungus can actually penetrate the brain and the membrane, and now it's inflamed. You got to remember that the meninges cover the entire brain and the spinal cord. And so when people have meningitis, they're going to have photophobia, which is they're going to have sensitivity to light. They're going to have nuchal rigidity, which is they can't really flex or extend their neck well. It's very painful and stiff because the meninges also covers the spinal cord, which is on the neck area. So everything is inflamed. The patient will also have, generally speaking, signs and symptoms of illness or inflammation, high fever. On top of that, they're going to have specific things like opisthotonos. Now, opisthotonos is a condition where the patient's nervous system gets very irritated because of the inflammation of the meninges down the spinal cord, and all the extended nerves are inflamed, and that causes them to arch their back. Think of it like a person being possessed by demons in movies, right? That's opisthotonos. And so that's what meningitis is. And the best thing we can do for the patient is to limit the environmental stimuli, because anything that stimulates them is going to cause a potential seizure. So what we want to do is control the temperature by reducing the fever by giving antipyretics like ibuprofen or Tylenol. We can also give medications that decrease the infection. If it's bacterial, like antibiotics, we give antivirals if needed, or antifungals. People that have meningitis, we have to put them in a private room, because if they start coughing, the bacteria may travel and infect somebody else. The idea is in pediatrics, right? For kids, if they have an upper respiratory infection, they're at big risk of developing meningitis because of the proximity of the airway to where the meninges are at. You got to think about the nasopharynx is separated by a membrane, and then you have the actual structures inside the brain. And so because of children developing strep infections or upper respiratory infections, we have to be careful with them developing meningitis secondary to upper respiratory infections. So remember, decreasing the environmental stimuli means that we decrease the sounds, we decrease the light, we keep the patient in a temperature that's not too hot, room temperature that's not too hot, not too cold, so the patient can be relaxed. And in essence, that's what we do for meningitis.